The NBA Season 8 2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Devin Smith Showtime Sports in America. NBA Season 8 2021 matchup coming up next: Utah Jazz 2810 Boston Celtics 2018. NBA Season 8 2021 matchup coming up next: Cleveland Cavaliers 1424 Miami Heat 2118. NBA Season 8 2021 matchup coming up next: Oklahoma City Thunder 1722 Chicago Bulls 1720. NBA Season 8 2021 matchup coming up next: Atlanta Hawks 1920 Houston Rockets 1126. NBA Season 8 2021 matchup coming up next: New Orleans Pelicans 1722 Portland Trail Blazers 2216.
Good evening from South Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, no question, there's one direction this Sixers team is going. It's taken a lot of trust and no question, a lot of patience.
Ed, I hear what you're saying, and the Sixers are on the up and up. But let's remember who built the foundation. Sam Hinkie deserves a lot more credit. I know this new management has taken them to new heights, but it all started with Mr. Hinkie.
Well, the fans in Philadelphia are reaping the rewards right now. Washington begins the game with the basketball. Cashes in for two.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Simmons. Baseline. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Screen coming. Beal matched up with Howard. Dwight Howard swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
That's rebounded by the Wizards. To Westbrook. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Simmons with it. Down just a couple. Oh, Ben Simmons. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Beal. Here's Lopez. Down low. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
And a nice finish at the rim.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Beal. Another chance. Robin Lopez. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Bradley Beal pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Ben Simmons, a couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career. First one goes down. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Westbrook across the timeline. Up by 3. Great dish to set it up. No good. To Lopez. Dwight Howard sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Wizards with the basketball. Beal. To Westbrook. Here comes the screen. Beal, defended by Howard. Has a chance. Bradley Beal. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
In the front court comes Simmons. It's 12-10. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
That's me.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Beal to Lopez. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Simmons with it. They trail by 2. Wizards have the rebound. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Westbrook to Beal. Fires the 3. No, Bradley Beal. Not much more the defense could have done. Hits a contested 3.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Free throws coming up.
Look, it's still early. Make your opponent work for those possessions. You don't want to start racking up too many personal fouls.
Dwight Howard has got 2 shots coming. 56% for his career. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Westbrook with the basketball. Leads 1. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Beal. Message received. Well defended. That is great vision to set it up. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's now 4 for 6.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Beal doesn't have the touch. No good. Harris to Howard. The monster stuff. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Sixers control it. Simmons driving, but a shot no good.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Simmons into the front court. They trail by 1. It's a big finish.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Bradley Beal, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 79% at the line. And hits the first free throw.
Into the game for the Philadelphia 76ers.
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Now a steal by Washington.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Beal. Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
And finishes strong. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
To Beal. Nothing going here on that drive. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Beal. Here comes the screen. Beal, guarded by Howard. Ah, you've got to get that one to go. No, I missed a short one there. Napier with the basketball. Down 4. To Beal.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Beal off the iron. No good. Embiid to Simmons. Lays it up and in.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Short jumper misses. To Simmons. And the finish. Slam dunk.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot in.
Now the Wizards going to take the timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. To Beal. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 75% so far tonight. Whoops, that won't go. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Oh, emphatic slam.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
To Beal. Over to the right side. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. Napier up against the 8-time All-Star. Blocked away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Beal. Ben Simmons snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Shabazz Napier at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 80% at the line. Knocks down the first.
For Washington, number 10.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Good shot.
To Howard. Shot from it close, no good. Napier with the basketball. They find themselves down 10. Dwight Howard rejects it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Deep 2 there, won't go. Had a good look there, but it's no good.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
We're through one at Wells Fargo Center with the Sixers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Simmons with it up top. Lead is 12.
Watch Cutter.
And one. Embiid, good through the contact. And going to the line for a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Embiid's free throw good. A 3-point play. The Sixers extend the lead. Washington basketball. The drive right to the basket. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First one, count it. And he makes them both.
Get it, shoot it again.
Simmons with it. His team on top by 13. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Russell Westbrook picked up by Seth Curry. Gets it in the right corner. To Westbrook. Baseline drive. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Seth Curry. Runner's good there.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
Westbrook. Curling inside. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. In the front court comes Simmons. His guys up by 15. That pass stolen by the Wizards. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and, most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
The assist from number 25. Ben
Russ at the controls.
I got ball. I got ball. I got ball.
The Wizards with 4 to shoot. Working hard on the glass. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Now a steal by Washington. To Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Danny Green sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Oh, he had it. Another follow, stays out, grabs his own miss, and scores. Good concentration. Sixers call for time, as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Simmons to Tobias Harris. They'll get it down to Johnson. From the painted area, won't go down. Westbrook with it. His guys currently down by 13. And look out.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Simmons with it. He'll run the offense. Rejected.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Wizards at the controls. Slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Simmons. Nothing going here on that drive. Superman, Dwight Howard. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
To Danny Green. Going to launch beyond the arc. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Russell Westbrook at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. To Simmons. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Simmons into the front court. Leads 4. To Danny Green. Count the basket inside.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Nothing going here on that drive. Westbrook's shot won't go on the drive.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
The follow won't go either. And throws it down.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Here's Simmons with it up top. They lead it. 4-point game. And counted at the rim.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Westbrook. Knocked loose. Sixers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Runner here won't go down. Terrific vision. Count it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Tobias Harris. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Russ at the controls. Probing the defense. To Westbrook. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Simmons to Danny Green. Short jumper off the mark. To Lopez. It's Westbrook cleaning the offensive ground. Robin Lopez follows up with the putback.
You see, Ed, that's the advantage of growing up playing with and against a twin. A lot of fights, a lot of physicality, and controlling the glass is everything.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Russell Westbrook steps into it. Oh, Russell Westbrook. With that, he's 5 for 9. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate or not hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
For the 76ers.
Ben Simmons has got 2 shots coming. At this juncture, he's shooting 60% from the line. First try at the line, no good.
Number 3, Bradley Beal.
And he he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. The rebound taken down by the Sixers. Danny Green to Tobias Harris. No good. Defense catching a break there.
The game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Westbrook into the front court. Down just a couple to Beal. Off the assist.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Simmons with it. Looking to make something happen to Danny Green. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. The opposing coach is going to counter. Make some changes of his own. It's Westbrook. Sixers with the rebound. Count the bucket for two.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Wizards have it, and they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Personal foul. Team foul number 3. Philadelphia 76ers are in the penalty.
Goes reverse to lay it in. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
Make it tough on him. Make it tough.
And the finish at the rim.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
Beal to Westbrook. To Beal. Has a look. Here's the step back.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Couple of cracks at the line now.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Team foul number 3. Washington Wizards are in the penalty.
Ben Simmons, couple of free throws on the way. His percentage right now, 57%. Can't connect on the first free throw. Oh, he missed on a pair. Westbrook into the front court. All tied as we march towards halftime. Short jumper off the mark.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
right into the action here. The 76ers are locked in a tie after 2 quarters. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scorers. The Wizards don't have the advantage or the disadvantage after 1 half. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. These are the guys getting buckets.
Game track. Bench points.
This is a game where the bench guys deserve a bit of the spotlight. The thing is, you need a spotlight big enough for the reserves on both squads. This is a game that's been all about the depth in the depth chart.
Player of the half.
Simmons has been punishing the rim with a variety of dunks. This is a guy that wants the top plays section all to himself.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
I got him.
Harris to Simmons. Rocking the rim.
I see this happen so much in the game. Just because a guy beats you off the dribble doesn't mean that you need to quit on the play. Stay in there, continue to be physical, even if you're behind the play.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Sixers have the basketball. To Simmons. Driving right to the basket. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Beal. Fight to shoot for Washington. Trying to cash in. Shot no good there by Portis.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short on the shot.
Beal. To Westbrook. To Beal. From long range, textbook defense. To Simmons. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First one goes down. Two for two on that trip. Westbrook across the timeline. The deficit is 6. Baseline drive, but he can't finish.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
It's Russ at the controls. To Beal. Takes stock of the floor. Has a chance. Rebound cleared by Philly. He gets it.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
Our thanks go to those who have already participated in this community event.
Westbrook to Beal. To shoot. Westbrook. Cleared out by Embiid. Love the hustle. Sprawled down on the deck. Russell Westbrook with the rock. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Big Russ, big shot, hits the three.
Consistency wins a game. Sometimes you have to double down. I'm sure that's what their coach told them to do in the locker room. Keep shooting your shot.
That pass stolen by the Wizards.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Harris gets it in the left corner. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. He's shooting 54% so far. And he connects on the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Beal to Westbrook. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
From the painted area, won't go down. Beal to Westbrook. The pass set it all up.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25+ assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
To Howard. Bobby Portis with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Westbrook to Lopez. Joel Embiid with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Shot from the lane won't go. To Beal. Nothing going here on that drive. To Lopez. The Wizards with 4 to shoot. Westbrook. Rebound taken by the Sixers. In the front court comes Simmons. Leads 4. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
It's Westbrook. He buries it, creating space with the step back.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognize how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
New blood coming in for both sides. Got it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Westbrook with the basketball. Now down 6. Nothing going here on that drive. Westbrook to Beal.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Has a look. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
To the line for 2.
Nope. First one does not go. Missed the second. 0 for 2. It's Washington with the basketball. Going the other way. No good. Defense catching a break there. To Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from long range. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it. Napier with the basketball. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. And a throwdown.
As a defender with inferior athletic ability, there's really not a lot you can do when you're outside the restricted area and you're caught lost in space.
Defensive 3-second violation. Philadelphia for the Wizards.
Count it at the line. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Beal knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in a PNR, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down to help. Quick skip passes equal 3s in the bank.
And he'll head to the line.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
First free throw is good. So he hits the first, misses the second. Napier with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. Oh, blocked away. Blocked away.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Beal buries it on the catch and shoot.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to 3s. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
Nice finish at the rim.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Nothing going here on that drive. It's no good. Great defense. the score. Strong take.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Wizards with the basketball. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Oh, the slam popped out. A fundamental shot right there.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Tobias Harris. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Beyond the arc for three. Harris always looking to create a shot, even ones like those.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And hits the first free throw.
Number 10.
And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Napier with the basketball. His guys trail by 10. Trying to cash in. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Fight to shoot for Washington. Fires the three, knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Well, easy difference there. In the first half, the offense allowed the defense to settle into their half-court sets defensively, and that's why the shots were all contested. But now, since they picked up the pace of the game, they're getting a lot more action out of transition threes.
Jan Mahinmi, huge block. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up. Ben Simmons has got 2 shots coming. Shooting 53% so far in this one. Knocks down the first. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Napier with the basketball. His guys can get a 2 for 1 if they time this out. Got a piece of it. That's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Knocks it down on the step back. That was not easy.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Sixers control it. Throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
For 3, they have to keep him in their grasp. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down, the 76ers have the lead. The Wizards in control of the basketball as we start the fourth. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Driving is Simmons, but a shot no good. Westbrook with it. The deficit now up to 5. Big finish at the rim.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Runner here won't go. And one. Embiid good through the contact. And going to the line for a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on the 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Missed the foul shot. Westbrook into the front court. Down 5. Slam dunk.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players.
And a putback slam.
And I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
That ball's out of bounds off one of the Wizards. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Number 3, Bradley Beal. Stepping in for the Philadelphia 76ers. Number 5, Amir.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia to Danny Green. 4-3. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay. Danny Green is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 81% free throw shooter. First one, count it. Knocks down the second free throw. Knocks down all 3 at the line. Westbrook into the front court. Down 8. Screen coming. Westbrook to Beal. Knocks it down off the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Thomas Bryant tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Russ at the controls. To Beal. Nothing going here on that drive. Jumper's good.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Washington basketball. Westbrook to Beal. Surveys the floor. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Baseline drive, the shot won't fall. Westbrook across the timeline. 5-point game. Throws it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Free throw good as he completes the 3-point play. The lead is up to 6. Russ at the controls. Cruises inside for 2.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Westbrook with the basketball. The deficit is 6. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Stuffs it down with authority.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Dwight Howard swats it. 4th this contest.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Westbrook to Beal. Got it. Lopez to Westbrook. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack. He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Westbrook with it. Looking to make something happen. Dwight Howard pins it. Ooh, 5 now.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
And scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
The drive, right to the basket. In a flash, scores at the rim.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Westbrook into the front court. He'll run the offense. Can't connect from in close. Harris. Now a steal by Washington.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Off the iron. It came out. Beal. From the painted area, won't go down.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. That's going to be out of bounds. Beal. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers. To Tobias Harris. Not that time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Philadelphia with the basketball. To Tobias Harris. Fires the three. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Tobias Harris. Russell Westbrook sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Knocked loose. Picked up by the Wizards. And they pounce. Taken by the Sixers. And the basket good at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Beal buries the trifecta.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Robin Lopez able to recover with the block. Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. Got a piece of him.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Rises for the slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Westbrook into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Sixers able to clear the rebound. To Howard. Wizards come up with it. To Westbrook. Somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First try, no good.
Philadelphia 76ers. Number 1, Mike Scott.
Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. It's Russ at the controls. To Lopez. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
We need that next one.
And he connects on the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Westbrook across the timeline. All even here in the fourth. Dwight Howard snatching it out of the air. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
We need that next one.
Mike Scott, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Russell Westbrook with the rock. Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Team foul number 3. Philadelphia 76ers are in the penalty.
Westbrook to Beal. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact. Focusing on the rim.
Substitution being made in this one. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they dig into their bag of tricks, trying to draw up the game winner. Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out, and he'll go to the foul line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Misses the first.
Come on, man. One shot, baby. You got it.
Missed the second one as well. A 3 for the win. No time left in this quarter. No separation so far. It's all even. Changes coming from both sides right now. Let's do it. Overtime is underway. Nothing going here on that drive. To Westbrook. Beal to Westbrook. And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. To Westbrook. Has a look. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
And too much contact.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
To Westbrook. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short on the shot.
Russ at the controls. Here comes the screen. Drive here, but the shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Westbrook with the basketball, trailing by 4. Beal. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Tobias Harris. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well defended. Westbrook with it. Down 4. To Beal. 5 to shoot for Washington. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Russell Westbrook at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. And he missed the free throw. To Simmons. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Screen coming. The Wizards with 4 to shoot. It's Westbrook. Off the mark. Well contested. To Simmons. Here's a chance from long range. And the rebound corralled by Lopez. Whoa! What a finish!
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Tobias Harris. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. Westbrook into the front court. Down 2. Knocked loose. To Lopez. Won't go down. Stuffs it down with authority.
I mean, did you see that? When their bodies collided, he used his body as a launching pad, which gave him another foot on that slam.
Now the Wizards going to take the timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same wavelength here in this 4th quarter of play. Time for some new personnel into the game. Just off the mark.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Finish that. Beal. From the painted area, won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington. But this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence. Dwight Howard.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. To Beal. Nice pass to get things going.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
To Tobias Harris. There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds. Now the intentional foul as they get it with a little under 20 seconds left to play. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Napier with the basketball. Down 6. Ben Simmons sends it away. Good look that time, but off the mark. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments. But it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a two-score game. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Deep three at the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious as they win it in overtime. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers stayed strong to get the overtime victory. It was impressive to watch them battle fatigue on their way to a positive result. In the end, their perseverance was rewarded in a grueling game. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Wizards lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. They did a great job with their ball movement, forcing the defense to constantly make adjustments. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough for the win. Check out the leading scores for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Assists.
The teams in this matchup did a great job of moving the ball and keeping the game flowing. It was the sort of action fans love to see, and I definitely enjoyed it myself. The unselfish play made for a great game.
Player of the game.
Simmons was happy to throw down plenty of dunks, and if the defense happened to be there, he brought them along for the ride. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.